The preparation and training are done. The race to the South Pole is about to begin. All the participants can do is their final checklists and to ensure that they are mentally prepared. But how do you get mentally prepared for an adventure to one of the toughest environments known to man? And how do the participants spend their last few days before departure? What goes through their minds?
Last minute activities have been just really fast and furious, going to collect the tent, making sure that the inners are correct in our boots, stitching lanyards on so we don't lose our gloves in strong winds. And it just goes on and on and on, branding, badges, it's just never ending. And then also last Friday, we had to put all of our kit out and meticulously check absolutely everything, laying everything out, ticking things off, and then of course finding that there were one or two items that we'd still not got right.
The Antarctic is known for its tumultuous storms, but what storms are raging inside the souls of the participants? How do they harness their emotions? And how do they discern which thoughts are haunting them and which are comforting them?
Last minute for me has really been just spending time at home with Hedda and the dogs and the animals around me, and just the great, wonderful ambience of where I live on Signal Hill, and just reflecting on the last few months, and very emotional actually. Just sharing feelings and entertaining the what ifs. The what ifs you don't come home. Well, of course I'm going to come home, but one has to still talk about these things and appreciate how the other person must be feeling as well. And not being able to communicate effectively for such a long period as well obviously brings a great loneliness, and that just brings a sadness to the departure.
When faced with the Goliath of a battle, the obvious fears are staring you right in the face. Bra must decide what psychologically is the most appropriate way to deal with these fears.
My fears have been that classical, that acronym on the word fear, false evidence appearing real. So I'm creating all these monsters possibly in my head that maybe aren't going to exist, but how cold is it going to be? What is it going to be feeling like to be that cold? I don't know, because I haven't been in that situation. And maybe those fears are wasted energy to some degree, but I think for me, I like to prepare myself mentally for the worst case scenario, because then I'm ready for it. And Iceland, I think, gave me a very good taste of that. But fear now going into the race itself, don't overdo it too quickly, because for me, finishing is everything. And to go out with the sole purpose of only trying to win it and then ending up not finishing, that's a fear, because then it's not mission accomplished. Worst case scenario obviously is death. To fall down a crevasse, to die in a situation where you're completely out of control. That is scary. But then again, having a partner like Pete is fantastic. And hopefully I'm that asset to him, that we really do look out for each other. And I don't want to die. And Pete doesn't want to die. He's got a wonderful wife and a wonderful daughter. I've got a fantastic girlfriend and a fantastic son. And I want that relationship to continue. It's really the small things that count. And it really does start at home. And how you make who you surround yourself with is really important to me. And I don't want to, it's way too early for me to go.
When all that needs to be done has been done, and when all that needs to be said has been said, it's time to just do it. The spirit of adventure, the real drive of these men rises up and says, Antarctica, bring it on.